This video. Oh, wait. Okay. This video will contain spoilers. So if you don't want spoilers, stop watching this video because this video will contain spoilers. So if you don't want spoilers, stop watching this video. Anyways, this show ran from 2009 to 2020. The age rating was TV-PG. There's 22-minute long episodes. There's 250 episodes, and my rating of the show is an 8.5 out of 10. I really enjoyed the show. I think it was pretty well done. It's like, I don't know, it's like any other family type sitcom. It's not bad. Like, and I think like the review wise, it falls off a bit. I didn't really notice that. I felt like even the last season was pretty good. I didn't really notice any like noticeable decline. I mean, people might disagree with me on that, but I don't know. I just thought it was overall enjoyable. There was funny jokes. There was not so funny jokes, but I mean, it's just like any other comedy type family show like that. I really enjoyed, like, okay, here's the thing. I enjoyed Luke early on, but once he, as the show went on, I didn't like him as much. Jay I liked more as it went on. Phil is fine. He's good. Like, nothing against Phil and Claire and stuff. They always were doing some funny stuff. I enjoyed Phil. He was funny. Gloria was good. Manu I enjoyed. I mean, he was a bit horny sometimes, but other than that, he was funny. Alex and Haley were okay. Nothing against them. I really enjoyed Cam and Mitchell stuff, and Lily. They were probably like the funniest house. I feel like all their side quests were just going crazy, and the way they would just like do slightly bad things and try to hide it up with more things and things. Sometimes it went a bit crazy, but I don't know. It was funny. Probably not a good thing for a real marriage, right? But in the show, it was funny to see like the ways they just go all these ways to hide people. Like when Mitchell knocked over Lily the pig's ashes, and then he got the ashes of like a dead neighbor's husband, and then tried switching them out, even though Mitchell already knew. Because actually Mitchell was pretty, not Mitchell. I mean Cam already knew that Mitchell did that. Like he already knew that Mitchell knocked the ashes off. That's why he started wanting to do the pig burial ceremony thing, just to expose him. And there was some other really funny moments, like when with the clown statue that like was Mitchell threw it away. Right, and then Cam saw that it was in the trash, so he knew Mitchell probably threw it away. So we got all these actors that were from theater class that pretend to be at-risk youth, and then what's it called? And then they like tricked Mitchell into confessing, pretty much. Like Mitchell saw all the at-risk youth. Well, he thought they were at-risk youth. He didn't know they were theater kids. We're getting harassed by Cam for stealing the statue, and then Mitchell eventually confessed, and then Cam's like, "Oh, there was theater kids. You just got exposed." I forget exactly what he said. I think they have a good moment there at the end, though. And also, I really enjoyed the ending of this. I feel like the ending was pretty well done. It was sad seeing everyone leave, but I mean, it makes sense. Like, eventually they got to grow up. Actually, I guess it wasn't that sad, but I mean, it was well done. I'd say it's a good ending. It was pretty peak. Especially how many times Mitch and Cam's flight kept getting canceled. Like they're like, "Oh, it's time to go." "Oh no, it's canceled." "Oh, but it's kept getting canceled for like weather and all that." Yeah, I don't like. I also like what's it called? The conclusion, just lots of stuff. Like the Jay in the final episode, how he kept like looking. Everyone thought he was going crazy, but he was just trying to learn Spanish so he could go to Colombia. That was kind of peak. And it's also a good thing he's probably learning it, even though I'm pretty sure he said he was going to learn it multiple times, and then it just never was brought up again. But I mean, that's fine. That's fine. The moment at the end was still cool enough that it's all good, even if they forgot some stuff. And what else did I want to mention? Some other stuff. Like, do a lot of, like, throwaway characters, I guess you could say, in this show. Like, they'll introduce, like, a love interest or a random character. They'll be there for, like, an episode, and they're just gone. And they're never really mentioned again. But then there's some that are mentioned, like, a lot. You can usually tell. If there's, like, a lot of build-up to them getting together with the character, they're usually more likely to stay, I'd say. But there's also some that are, like, show up for an episode. So I think there's probably might even be some that have build-up, and they just show up, and then it's gone. I mean, it's fine. It's fine. I mean, there's lots of these comedy type shows, like throwaway random little side moments. But also, there's a couple of things that they like mentioned and never really did anything with. Like Luke was starting this like medical form company, right? And that's why he dropped out of college, and they just never really mentioned again after that episode. And he's still out of college. I'm assuming he did actually drop out, but then he gets in a different college later, right? On like in the ending. So either the business failed really badly for the medical forms, or I don't really know. It's like he was this whole thing about how he had to drop out to pursue it, but then all of a sudden he just doesn't mention it again, just goes back to college. Maybe he finished the business, but like it'd be cool if there's like some moment of him. Did it fail? Did it succeed? Something to be like, yes, this is what happened. But other than that, I really enjoy this show. If you're looking for something to watch, I definitely recommend. Anyways, thank you for watching. Have a good rest of your day. Yeah.